Steel Hunters is a free-to-play, PvPvE shooter with futuristic mech battles. Level up your hunter and upgrade your arsenal to turn rivals into scrap. Choose your playstyle and combat tactics against 5 other duo teams. Only one can extract from the hunting grounds. After a cataclysmic event, hunters were created by mankind to safeguard the collection of an extraterrestrial resource crucial to human survival, known as Starfall. Driven by ruthless factions, these fearsome mechanical giants have now become the key to dominate the scarce resource across the ruins of a green but abandoned Earth. Discover multiple hunter playstyles and their destructive weapons, gear, mods, and abilities. Unleash raw power and obliterate your rivals.
You will face impossible odds.
Exekiller is a first-person action-adventure game with a multi-choice story. The game's plot is set in a dystopian alternate reality world, in which a decimated humanity struggles to cope with the effects of a massive catastrophe that destroyed the Earth, turning it into a scorched desert. The player takes on the role of Denzel Phoenix, the eponymous Exekiller, a bounty hunter in the service of Helion, the ubiquitous corporation headquartered in a massive structure towering over the ruins of New York. In the course of the game, Denzel discovers the truth about himself, and this revelation puts him in the sights of several powerful factions. From this point, a dangerous and difficult game of survival begins. And it is only up to the player to decide how Exekiller plays out this battle. No More Light is a survival shooter where humanity's last remnants fight for survival against an alien insectoid invasion. Thrown into a devastated world, you'll navigate a post-apocalyptic landscape, scavenge for resources, and engage in intense combat against terrifying creatures. Scavenge for weapons, resources, and gear to survive in a world where every shadow hides danger. Face relentless waves of insectoid creatures, each more terrifying than the last, as you fight to stay alive in a world where death is always one misstep away. Traverse a sprawling, desolate world filled with secrets, hidden locations, and alien technology. The deeper you explore, the more you'll uncover about the mysterious forces at play. Ballad of Antara, explore vast lands and reunite a sundered world in this fantasy action RPG. Play as emissaries, powerful entities that wield the force of fundamental essences. Experience unique classes, gameplay capabilities, and enticing, mysterious stories. Travel to multiple regions with diverse landscapes and unique biomes. Explore meticulously crafted gameplay spaces with intricate level design full of discovery. Beyond common comprehension is the otherworldly dimension called Para, where danger lurks at every corner. Seek the truth in the depth of shadows, and recover the essences of the world. Meet new companions, conquer powerful adversaries, and discover the story behind the calamity, alone or in multiplayer with friends.
This desolate land needs a sprinkle.
Forest Rains is an emergent FPS set in post-apocalyptic Paris overrun by an evolving forest and its deadly creatures. Adapt to use the ever-changing environment in your favor. Modify your guns, bond with factions, and explore the world freely. Your choices will shape the story. Experience intense gunplay with realistic weapon handling and tons of customizable gear. Upgrade your arsenal to enhance your combat effectiveness, making each shot count. Resources are scarce, and danger is constant. Craft, scavenge, and plan ahead. Adapt to this green new world or become Natural Selection's next victim. Terminator, Survivors. Play as a survivor in an open world set after Judgment Day where you, alone or in co-op, scavenge resources to build a base of operations for mankind. But you're not alone. Skynet's machines hunt you down as well as rival human factions. It's been 4 years since the day humanity nearly perished. The truth of the event is still muddied in half-truths as you emerge from a shelter to attempt and re-establish some semblance of society in a world that seems hell-bent on eliminating you and the last vestiges of mankind. You are tasked with scouring the surrounding land for materials, information, other survivors, and key resources in order to establish a base of operations for your fledgling group. Tides of Annihilation is a fantasy action-adventure inspired by Arthurian legend. Uncover the mystery of an otherworldly invasion in a shattered modern London, unleashing hordes of enemies. As Gwendolyn, fight alongside spectral knights to save your family and piece a broken world back together. Experience a unique knightly combat system that allows you to command a band of over 10 legendary knights. Inspired by Arthurian lore, each knight brings unique skills and abilities to your team. Combine their powers to craft your own battle strategies, unleashing or inspiring cooperative attacks. Forge a path to victory with your personalized order of knights. Regeneration is a third-person survival horror game where you explore abnormal environments as a scientist, isolated from the outside world. Face strange creatures, uncover dark secrets, and stop the nightmare before it consumes everything. Step into the role of a scientist from the Samsara Technologies expedition, awakening after days of unconsciousness in a devastated, post-Soviet area. Most of your team is dead, communication with the base is lost, and reality is slipping into chaos. Confused and disoriented, you must unravel the dark secrets of this place, where forgotten experiments have unleashed a living nightmare.
Please. Forgive me.
Deepest Fear is a sci-fi horror FPS with a retro-future aesthetic. Deep beneath the ocean, a long-dormant secret has been unearthed which throws mankind's future into jeopardy. As Dr. Danny Carroll, fight your way to the heart of a secret project masterminded by your estranged father and uncover mysteries both deeply personal and terrifying in their implications. Using real-time fluid simulation, fight otherworldly entities which manifest spontaneously from any water source, all while the environment around you can flood and take in water at any moment, sweeping you away with unpredictable currents, plunging you into the suffocating depths. Deepest Fear combines Metroidvania-level design in the context of a classic FPS immersive sim, where the game setting is a puzzle to unravel and where creativity and improvisation are your greatest assets. The Sinking City 2 is a terrifying Lovecraftian journey, powered by Unreal Engine 5. Experience a heart-pounding survival horror as you explore the flooded city of Arkham and fight eldritch monsters beyond human comprehension. Immerse yourself in a distinct atmosphere of cosmic horror and twisted designs drawn from the dark wellsprings of H.P. Lovecraft's macabre imagination. Use an arsenal of weapons to fight off deep ones, M.I.N.Ks, occult zealots, and other iconic monsters from the source material as well as new and unique creatures that expand the Cthulhu mythos. Experience the classic survival horror formula at its finest, complete with inventory management, optional puzzles, and backtracking to newly unlocked areas and hidden treasures. Solasta 2, in a mana-infused land, a dark force led by the enigmatic Shadwin threatens Nyokos. Bring your party of adventurers together across perilous realms in this turn-based tactical RPG based on the SRD 5e rule set. You make the choices, dice decide your destiny. Solasta 2 is a grand sequel to Solasta, Crown of the Magister, a much-beloved tactical RPG known for its faithfulness to the tabletop experience. Decades after defeating the Sorak menace, a new fledgling party of heroes travels to distant lands in search for redemption. Solasta 2 remains true to its promise to deliver gameplay based on the world's most popular TTRPG. Prepare your spells, land that sneak attack, smite this monster, bathe in the familiarity of your tabletop experience. XKO is a 2v2 tag team fighting game where players select two characters from the League of Legends universe. The game emphasizes strategic team play, allowing players to switch between their point, primary, and assist, secondary, characters using a tag system. Players can move their characters using standard directional inputs. The game includes dashes, jumps, and air dashes to enhance mobility. The control scheme features light, medium, and heavy attacks, with each character having unique normal and special moves that can be executed using specific button combinations. Special moves are performed with a combination of directional inputs and attack buttons. Supers, which are powerful moves that consume meter, can be executed by pressing down twice and a special move button. The tag system allows players to swap between their point and assist characters using a handshake tag, enabling dynamic combos and strategic play. Players can call in their assist for support or switch to them to continue a combo. Liminal Point is a psychological survival horror game that pays homage to the classics of the genre while delivering a modern, spine-chilling experience, blurring the line between reality and nightmares. Set on a desolate, fog-covered island shrouded in mystery, you will step into the role of Lyra, a once-rising rock star, as she uncovers the haunting truth behind the disappearance of her bandmate, Myra, and the sinister secrets the island holds. As Lyra explores the island's eerie, abandoned locations, she will encounter cryptic messages, twisted creatures that defy understanding, and a haunting past that refuses to stay buried. With every step, the world around her becomes more surreal, challenging her grip on reality and forcing her to confront the depths of her own psyche. Directive 8020, Earth is dying and humanity is running out of time. 12 light-years from home, Tau Ceti F offers a small sliver of hope. When the colony ship Cassiopeia crash lands on the planet, its crew soon realize they are far from being alone. In space, death takes many forms. Encounter an alien life form that perfectly imitates its prey. Years of training and trust are lost among the crew when their enemy hides in plain sight. Who is human and who is not? Your choices are now more important than ever. Evade a deadly alien threat that roams the dark corridors of the ship, intent on eradicating human life. Overcome your enemies using improvised weapons, lightning reflexes, and stealth.
It'll be difficult to hear, but if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
M.I.N.S.K is a third-person adventure survival horror game set in a dark, post-apocalyptic world. The player controls a robot that is the last hope for its creator's survival. With a strong emphasis on storytelling, this game immerses players in a gripping narrative that promises suspense, danger, and emotional depth. In a post-apocalyptic world covered in toxic fog, once thriving cities have become desolate and dangerous ruins. A lone survivor, a former engineer, has built a shelter on the upper floors of a building. Using his skills and knowledge, he created a mechanical assistant, B_3, from an old construction robot, repurposing it for survival tasks. One day, B_3 encounters another robot, a modified model of a domestic robot controlled by a female biologist. Through their robots, they begin to communicate. Gradually, something more than mere cooperation develops between them, a spark of love. Now, they share a new goal, to meet face to face and find a way to save the world together. Asket is an open-world shooter with life simulation. Fill into the atmosphere of survival in the ruins of the mystical post-Soviet world. You are left almost alone in the danger anomaly zone. The game has a lot of combat and well-developed combat without weapons, melee weapons, and firearms. Arsenal is gradually moving from knife to RPG-7. The world is completely interactive and obeys its own rules. Everything can be broken, cut into pieces. The time of day and weather change, loot is generated, and life simulation is implemented. Stygian, Outer Gods, dive into a hostile world that challenges your very existence in this survival horror game with RPG elements. Unravel a 1,000-year-old mystery, risk your sanity and face the Outer Gods with your skills. Every bullet and every decision counts now. Are you up to the task? You will be in constant jeopardy, rarely escaping from monstrous enemies and devious traps unscathed. Physical harm is far from the gravest danger, however, as all these perils will take a toll on your psyche, and your mind may be hurt as well. Any mental afflictions you develop will impact your gameplay experience. Stay on the lookout for materials and recipes and craft the tools, medicines, and remedies necessary to face the horrors around you. Metal Eden is an adrenaline rush sci-fi FPS. An advanced hyper unit ASKA is sent on a suicide mission to rescue the citizens' cores from the vast monolithic city MOEBIUS, once a hopeful new home for humanity now turned into a deadly trap. Blast your way through the internal defense core in cybernetic warfare, confront the engineers and uncover the mysteries of the Project Eden. Dive into cybernetic warfare against the machine forces that protect the secrets of an artificial world. Fight a diverse roster of tough, agile mecha troops and elemental forces, extract energy cores and destroy the internal defense core shields to gain a battle zone advantage. Develop your arsenal and combat capabilities to become an unstoppable hyper unit.
Stop us.
You know I would never want to see you hurt.
And that's the list. Hopefully you found a few new gems to your gaming library. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon next time.